Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. No, this the other hat. We had to get back. We cover the name, but we had to get back to the groove. Now we're gonna talk about the bus driver life. I thank you for watching this channel. First and foremost, my name is Lulu, Queen of Hustles. I was once upon a time a Medicare agent, a life insurance agent, and I've just kind of put that back on the back burner. I've had my CDLs. I've had my CDLs, think about a little over 20 something years, something like that. I'll be losing track sometime. And make sure I cover the district. I had getting hot. But anyway, let's talk about this school bus stuff. This is how I look at it now. I could go get another job easily. But at the same time, that light, I see it. Okay, here we go. Okay, I gotta kind of move. Somebody's bus is steady beeping. I could easily go get another job. I really could. But I have so many endeavors and things that I want to do. Those are the things that I'm working on. My field inspection business, my loan signing service, and that little passive income. I don't really talk about that too much. The other thing I'm working at online, and then of course this YouTube channel. And so sometimes I think about it, getting back into the insurance, but I said I'm gonna put it on hold until possibly after the summer of this year. And let's just see what we can do with these endeavors. Well, let's talk about the school bus life. I think it's great for entrepreneurs. I really, really do. It's a great tool to build whatever it is you're trying to do. You do know your schedules are normally split. To me, I just say that the 5 tips is stay in your own lane, no matter what school district you at. Stay in your own lane. Don't let folks run over you. Learn that you know that you're the parent, the teacher, and the principal when it comes to driving your bus. And it's money to be made. You can make some money. I ain't gonna say you can't, because you can, especially when we're doing field trips. You can make some money. Where I'm at, we used to do a plethora of field trips, but now we're only supposed to do 2 a week. And but you can make some decent money. Average bus drivers start out at here where I am in Texas. They start out at 20, and then it's based on your experience, and then you go with 25, then you go to 30. So when you add that up, that can add up. The benefits, I think, of driving a school bus is that it's great if you have some type of small business or something that you're trying to do. I think it's great to you can still continue to work on your endeavors. I think it's great for retired individuals. It's a great supplement because we got a whole community of seniors. I'm a senior, but they are real seniors, okay? Just sweet as pie, just as sweet as pie. But it's a great way for them to add to their income, because the thing is, even if they retired 5 years, 10 years ago, like we know, sometimes the money ain't stretching, and because I worked at 2 different, we call them motor pools. I worked at 2 different motor pools here in Texas, and I work with some people that maybe they got some bad cars, they Corvettes and everything else, and this is literally just for something for them to do, just to literally get out of the house. Then I've worked with those that spend all their retirement, and because I remember when I used to do we call it special needs. That's like individuals with special they have special impairments that they can ride a smaller bus. I remember I had a lady one time, she was an attendant, and I was like, girl, I said, this is nice, you just buffering. And she was like, honey, I didn't spend all my retirement. I was like, whoa. And so she said, I don't have a choice, I have to be here. So That being said, it's good for people that are trying to just get back into the that may have messed off their retirement. I did suggest I know this gentleman, he ain't hurting for nothing. He really ain't hurting for nothing, but he is very, very bored. And I was telling him, hey, have you ever thought about being an attendant? And he was like, an attendant? He said, what do they do? And I told him, he was like, oh, that sounds perfect for me. He said, give me something to do, and I can get out and mix and mingle and this and that. And I said, yes, sir, yes, sir. So, it just depends on where you are in your life. Do I see myself doing this forever? I've been driving the bus off and on for a good while. I always like my students. I don't know. I only had one child and I got one grandbaby. And I love kids. Surprisingly, I love kids, maybe because I didn't have a lot of kids. I don't know, but I do. And like with Christmas, oh, they were so good to me. I mean, the parents, and I had just started working on that route. That was a new route, but I guess I must have made a difference in that little short 4 weeks because I had gotten so many Christmas gifts and $20 gift cards and everything. And so I was pleasantly surprised. They did your girl good for Christmas. They really, really did. And I was so appreciative. I really, really was of the parents, that thought about me. That said a lot because it was a short period. But, driving the school bus is just really what you want to make it. Like I was saying, those tips, you can make some extra money. You really can with field trips. We used to, like I said, we had plethora, but now we don't have plethora. But still, you can make some decent money. It's a good way to buffer your income if you are an entrepreneur. You're trying to build other things, you got some other endeavors that you're working on. I think it's wonderful for that. It's a wonderful buffer, but just don't forget where you're going. If you come here, if you go to any school district to start driving, if you've had CDLs forever, because I've had CDLs, like I said, over 20 plus years. And I've always, even when I would go sometime, they'd be like, don't you want to downgrade? Because, for me to renew my license is always more than your average, class C license. And I always said, I was like, no, I'm probably going to be driving people to the casino. But, I drove the charter buses. It was not my cup of tea. I just didn't like us going downtown. It was really dicey with that charter bus. That's a whole nother story for a different day. It was different. It was very different. It's a very, very huge bus. Anything you got a whole restroom on is huge. And I did not particularly like it. I did not like it. I wasn't really that comfortable with it. The hours were just, the check was excellent. For people that think about driving charter buses, baby, the check was like real, real good. Because I got like about 13 hours, 14 hours a day. Because that was a split. It was just like a school bus shift, but way longer. So every day I got like 13 to 14 hours. I worked Monday through Friday. And I slept generally on the weekend because you're just exhausted. But the checks were just amazing. They were amazing, but I was so tired I really couldn't enjoy it. So that's my cup of tea, with the charter buses. People do what they do. It's not my cup of tea. So what's for you and what's not for you. And it's a big boy. That's a big, 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 big bus. It ain't nothing little about a charter bus at all. There go people sending me messages. Okay, y'all know how they do. But anyway, back to the tips with I say 5 tips that can make driving the bus, school bus cool. It works well for your for a supplement. You're trying to supplement your income. For as a retiree, if you having to go back into your Social Security ain't stretching or whatever, but you're like, oh Lord, I'm gonna have to do something. It's good for that. You can also be, if you don't have CDLs, you can be an attendant. You do field trips. Those are fun. You get to meet your co-workers. Y'all can have your little downtime too when you're going to trips. And then it also, what I like about the field trips, it exposes you to things that places you may not normally go, especially if you don't have small children. That's another tip. That's cool, is that you get to go to a lot of different places. Like I said, generally you maybe not would even be able to go, because you wouldn't have a reason to go. Let me say it correctly. Is it something I can see myself doing forever? No, I cannot, because after a while you gonna feel it. I personally have to wear things for my wrist because of carpal tunnel with turning that steering wheel so much. After a while, sometimes it'll start bothering me. Don't bother me all the time, but sometimes it does bother me. Your knee be kind of acting a little tricky. Bus drivers got a little that tricky right knee. You gonna feel it. I ain't gonna tell no lies and ain't gonna tell no lies. You gonna feel it. Mine is not bothering me right now. So we give God the glory. It's not bothering me right now. But this weather going, y'all see I'm weather prepared today. This weather going up and down, it may start aching, but I hope it don't. I ain't claiming it. But I think this is a good thing. Like I said, I'm just passing through. I mean, I'm a woman with many talents, and I know how to do a lot of things. I just always add it to my resume, and just to make sure I don't always just be stuck out with no skills. And so I am a woman with, I do know, I call my own self the Proverbs 31 woman, because I've really tapped into a lot of the talents that God gave me. I'm not the only one that He gives talents, but I try to utilize a lot of the talents He's given me. Like I said, maybe eventually I will go back into insurance and Medicare right now, because for the ones, if you saw my first video, I was making pretty decent money. I was making $4,000, sometimes $4,500, if I got bonuses and stuff. But typically $4,000. This girl is turning way too fast over here, and right next to me. She know that's a code if she hits somebody. Anyway, that's a whole other story. But as you know, that they revamped the agency that I was working for when I was doing Medicare. He was going in the red, so he was coming there one day and he was like, "Everybody going there?" He gave me one choice. I didn't like it. And then the second choice was everybody going to 1099, and I'm gonna pay you for 2 weeks. You're gonna get your severance pay, and then 2 weeks you ain't gonna get nothing. And I just didn't like the way he did that. I felt that he should have did that a little bit better. I just did not like the way he did that, and I thought we were all a little too close for him to just pull the rug from under us. So I was just like, what I'm gonna do? So what did I do? I pulled my old CDLs out and pulled my notary badge out, because I do notary, I do signage. I got a field inspection this morning. I'm gonna go do. It is what it is. One thing about doing this is a letter drop. One thing about field inspections, they let you know you ain't by yourself, and paying bills and this and that, and juggling and doing what you got to do. It's unfortunate. I'll be going by people that have not been paying their car notes. I'm like, it is what it is. I'll just tape it to their door if they're not there. Genuinely, you're supposed to, you try to meet with the person, and I don't go into it. I'm like, look, I'm just the deliverer. You need to go and call them. I'm gonna take all the pictures. This would be a car, so I'm supposed to take pictures of all the cars that are out there, particularly that car, but any other car. I'm supposed to take pictures of everything, front to back, sides, and everything. When I'm walking up, that's when I take pictures, because I don't need nobody running up on me saying the wrong thing to me, because I will react. So anyway, that's it, and that's all on that. But that's one of the benefits, with me driving, I can continue to build those other streams. I can build the streams with my field inspections. I was going back and forth with one of the companies in renegotiation of how much they're going to pay me. We went back and forth. And so, they're not the only inspection company, but I'm going to continue to build with them. It's good experience. It looks good on my resume far as concerning field inspections, but I am moving on because they not the only company here where I live. They not the only company. Okay, then. So we gonna do what we need to do. Gonna get all we can get, but we gonna move on. But I ain't gonna say nothing to them. I'm just gonna, because I've been going back and forth, and they want to kind of lowball me. But when it benefits is when I have a lot of inspections in the same area, because each inspection, like I said once before, can take like 10 or 15 minutes. And then you add that up, if you're getting $10 or something, they trying to go on 10, but anyway, be 10, 15, 20. They've been going back and forth, but it can add up. If you've got a batch, about 6 in that area, it can add up pretty quick, and then they pay every week. So anyway, but we're looking for something a little bit more. I'm worth a few more dollars than that, so we're looking for something a little bit more. But in the meantime, between time, we're going to continue to throw yellow and build build on my passive, my YouTube, my other little baby that I'm working at online. It's been a slow build, but it's that's gonna come together. Normally, I won't talk about that. Maybe one day I will, but right now I'm not. And then of course the YouTube. So we're slanging the buzz. We're doing notary signings. And I'm talking about that. I might talk about the notary signings, just go into a little bit more detail with that. Field inspections and then my YouTube. So anyway, everybody have a great day. I ask that you subscribe, like, share, comment. My analytics are really starting to grow. I'm really excited about that. I've had some people say, "Oh, this needs to go viral." Some lady was saying it was the one that I did for the dedication, and that has been my ultimate goal for that. I hope it do go viral. Who knows? But she said more. No, she said it needed to have more views. Let me say that correctly. And that is the thing. She said more people need to see that because that came from my heart. That really did. But anyway, once again, I'm Lulu with Queen of Hustles. We're still on our challenge. We're going to continue on after I finish my challenge. I think I got maybe 15 more days, 17 more days. So I've been doing pretty good on this. I've been following through every day. Every day I post. Every day. So it's coming along. But once again, I thank you. I thank you for supporting. Like I said, subscribe, like, share, comment. And I appreciate you. Okay? So the life of a bus driver. We're doing that today. And my kids were excited to see me. And I was excited to see them. I really was. And it's been a good morning thus far. Okay, everybody, have a good day. Holla!